How's it going, guys? Welcome back. I hope you guys are excited for this one because I've got a different video for you guys today. You see, we just hit 238 LP in Master on Career and I had 2 Ripper games today, but I wanted to try something different. So instead, we're going to do a bit of an edited video compilation for you. Hope you guys like it. If you do, please let me know in the comments. Hit that like button, hit that sub button, and let's get started. All right, boys, for this game here, we're versing Master Yi. When you verse Master Yi, you have to play a little bit careful because you've got to make sure the first time you interact with him is in your benefit. So you want to make sure it's on your terms. On this one, we're going to start at the red. We're going to go red, Krugs into Raptors. This is a brand new clear. I haven't released a video on it yet, but there will be soon. So look out for that one there. The goal of this clear is pretty much like any other Yorick Jungle clear. We're going to do 6 camps in this case. And we're going to do them in a really nice timely fashion. So we're going to have ghouls finish this entire raptor camp. You can see after that last attack, all the ghouls are going to stay and finish the whole raptor. We're going to move on to the wolf camp and shortly to the blue. And after the blue, we're going to either full clear with the ghouls on the gromp, or we're going to make a gank opportunity in the bot lane. Here, I believe I go for a nice E, which is actually 6 ghouls onto the gromp, and then we can get a nice dive off the bot lane. Beautiful dive. Now after that, obviously we take Scuttle and Recall on the spot. We don't need to do anything other than take Scuttle and Recall here and get there in time for our next camp, which is going to be the Krugs, because that's the first one that we killed. Alright, you're going to see this pattern pretty often throughout this clear, but we're going to go Krugs into Raptors. Next one up is the Wolf camp, so we can go Wolves next. We're going to have ghouls finish this camp as well. Get used to having your ghouls finish all of your camps for you, because that's what it takes to be a good Yorick jungle player, is you need to have ghouls solo everything. It's a nice little gank opportunity bot. Make sure that wall goes in front of them, just in case I got flash. And that's a kill. Beauty. And we can always fall back to going straight to our wolf camp. So that's the goal of this clear. Get our ghouls. Make sure they come with us straight to wolves. Reason we go wolves first, they're not the gromp, is because we want ghouls to solo the gromp. So we take these ghouls, raise 4, make sure we have 4 with us, chuck them all onto the gromp, and let's go get the scuttle. Remember, you want to do 2 things at once when you play Yorick. Alright, we've got ourselves a nice position to gank bot. Gonna wait to make sure I'm out of vision for him. You can see they turn around. Wall goes on them because I can't get in range to actually put it behind them. And that's absolutely fine. His red's up. I know it's up. It's 7:15. And we take the fight. In this scenario, I have items galore. I am happy to take a 1v1 against Yi in this scenario. Nice cheeky kill. No support means I can go balls to the wall. So we keep the pressure going. I don't have smite, but that's fine. The goal here is to fight the Yi. It's actually not to skewer the Krugs. Beautiful. And what do? We don't recall here. Nope. Most important thing, you want to keep the punishment going. So we're going to keep our ghouls and we're going to go get his raptors. And now I bet you can tell what we're going to do. Dragon's up. Now, why would G come this side? He's not going to come this side. He's going to go to his top half. So this is a pretty free dragon. Now remember, if you're playing Yorick, you don't have to finish off the whole thing. You can have your ghouls finish even a dragon. They can finish the whole thing. So right now we've left 4 ghouls on the dragon and we're going to gank bot at the same time. And that's why you wall behind them. You see that flash is exactly the reason you wall behind them. Now, Shaco is actually going to go and last hit that rel for us, which is good. We can just make our way to the dragon. And as you can see, ghouls have kept it not only in combat, but prevented it from healing back all its health that it's lost. And it's easy. Full clear our bottom side here and we're going to recall. Straight for that Stridebreaker. Now the build for this game is going to be Stridebreaker into Axiom Arc. I love it. It's my favorite build by a long shot. Stridebreaker Axiom Arc is just the typical Ninetales playstyle. It is so much fun. Now grubs are up. Remember, we don't want to overstay on these camps. Have ghouls finish the whole thing. And we can go get grubs. Fight takes off in the top lane, but that's right. We're a bit late for it. So instead we're going to stay around grubs. Remember, grubs renew all your Mistwalkers. So keep the grubs in combat. We're going to get healing throughout this, just because our grubs, the Mistwalkers are constantly hitting the grubs. And we're going to take the fight since it's in our favor. And I am super strong right now. Boom, double kill. That's what we want. So we finished the grubs off, and we're not going to back off yet, though, because if you can see on the map, something's coming up that we can take advantage of. His Gromp is up. Always get punishment when you can use it. And I wanted to have a little wait here for this Jace, but he bloody stops, casts his Q, and I miss every single thing under the sun. So best to just take the loss. Cut your losses, run away. And we'll just get out of here. Let's go straight to our bot side camps. So this is a Symbiotic Souls game. I've been trying it out lately. Wouldn't recommend it, but it's actually pretty good. Now we've gone straight to our top camp here. I'm assuming that my bot camps are all gone. That's why I didn't go for my bot camps there. And look at that. Master Yi shows himself bot. It's exactly what we wanted. Now we're looking for potentially dive top. Thank God we're running Ghost and the Sorcery Tree. No one is too far away for you. You can always catch up to whoever you want. Straight to Wolves. Notice that ward over the wall. It's going to be a very important ward in a second. So we take the Gromp. We want to take the blue at the same time. If you're counter jungling, feel free to do both at the same time. If you're only doing one, if you're in your jungle though, you never want to do two at the same time. And you can see that ward comes in handy because we miss our E. And you can see I'm not committing to the fight too much because I don't want to get caught out. I don't want to overextend right now. So we're just going to take the blue and go. Unfortunately, there's a bloody Rell here. And it's just too much damage for me. Too much CC, too much damage. And we cop our first death. That's 8-0 to 8-1. So we've almost got Aximark. Notice since we haven't got our Maiden out yet, most important thing right now is to make sure we recall before we summon our next Maiden, because we want to have our next Maiden affected by Aximark. We do not want to summon our next Maiden without first buying Aximark. So remember, we're going to summon ghouls, have the ghouls solo the whole red, and here's actually a really good opportunity for me to recall. Should have recalled here. Don't know why I didn't. Actually, no, I know why I didn't. It's because I didn't want him to get his bot side camps for free. And since there's nothing really to do down here, I'm actually just going to go for the bot lane instead. I was hoping to get ghouls off this wave. Notice I don't have any ghouls. So the first goal is to actually get ghouls first. My ghouls on the way back from red actually went down mid. So there's no camps up. We've got to go to a lane. Last hit with Q, raise these ghouls, and let's go straight to that dragon. Now this will be our second dragon of the game. And we can go straight to blue. Remember, we don't have to overstay it. Chuck those ghouls and just run. Look at this mid wave. We're going to take this mid CS, get this lead. Don't have any ghouls. Ideally, I wouldn't have to summon Maiden right now, but as you can see, we're in the middle of a fight. Jace is just running, and you know what? We're just going to Forrest Gump this up. Run as far away after him as we can. And look at that. We caught him in the end. And we didn't summon Maiden. So, see, big brain. We're going to recall now Aximark. As soon as we bought Aximark, we can just pop Maiden on the spot. Liandry's next item. We've got enough AD so that our Adaptive Force stays as AD, but it's actually interesting because we're running Phase Rush, so it doesn't matter. Whenever you're running No Conqueror, you don't have to actually watch when you buy Liandry's. It's a really, really nice, not being able to autopilot it. And you can see Master Yi takes a little fight here, and typical Yi is just strong all the time. I've actually dropped Maiden here because I want that push to get going. Straight to Herald. There's a Rift Herald, a River Scuttle there. We can take the Scuttle as well after. I don't see any reason to take it before. And now we're going to pop that top lane. Everybody's distracted in the bot lane. Let's just pop it top. And I don't know if you guys saw that Gromp, but I did. That's my Gromp now. Beautiful. Everyone's still distracted. We can keep going. Now, as long as we don't hit the Jace, we don't take tower aggro. Unfortunately, land the E, which means I'm going to take tower aggro pretty much straight away. So it's going to gun this tower down and just leg it. We have so much gold. Almost got Liandry's. We're about 300 gold off Liandry. Oh, no, we do have Liandry's. Never mind. What am I talking about? We can sell that. And we can go for any item. So I actually got anti-healing here just because I got it. I could afford it. And I had the item components for it. You don't have to do it. Notice I chucked the E top, drop Maiden at the same time, which puts her in the top half of the map. So she's actually got to run down top now. Master Yi picks a fight. I'm actually not comfortable fighting him right now because I don't have Maiden. So I'm going to instead pretty much just keep him busy and then run away when I can. And we'll let Maiden take care of Yi shortly. You'd be surprised, guys. Even in Korean Master, people still die to Maiden constantly every single game. It is absolutely bonkers. Just shove down mid as a team here. You do not need Anakan to win a game, so do not get baited by it. Anakan is the biggest throw objective you can get in this entire game that they've ever introduced. It is absolutely bonkers how much people die over Anakan. Second best is Grubs. For some reason, people just die over Grubs and Anakan constantly. And we'll just run it straight through the last towers. And this was a GG. Well played. Look at that score. 10, 1, and 6. And surely you're going to see the runes and stats come on the screen before we go into game 2. This was a great one. I really like this game. I like versing Yi. He's a hard matchup. A lot of people find this a hard matchup. Me personally, I've never struggled that much about it. It's just about getting your farming going early, getting your lead. And we can move on to game 2, which is against the Viego. So Yorick versus Viego used to be very popular. And then Viego got nerfed. He's still pretty much all over the place on Korea. Not the best matchup, because a lot of the time they run Conqueror, and Conqueror makes things substantially harder in fights. But this scaling build I've got going at the moment with Phase Rush makes things much easier to play the mid game around. I'd probably suggest if you are interested in running Phase Rush, get used to Conqueror first, because you need to learn your damage output. And then you can then switch to Phase Rush. So straight for the invade, you can see the Viego goes top lane. That means we go straight for his blue buff. Now I've got Ghouls at red. I'm taking the blue. You can see from the top lane, he's still there. He's really late. So we're going to get a nice ward over this wall. And we can go for his wolves as well. Because he's shown up, we still have our smite. So I'm more than happy to fight this guy. Even with a buy, I do not mind. I'm level 4. He's level 3. This is an easy win for me, despite me only having Phase Rush. And when you're in this position, always brute force. Remember, we got the advantage right now. We have the advantage. Run at him. I have level advantage on him. We have CS advantage on him. This is just easy peasy. Fight them to the death. Now, you generally want to take a scuttle before you reset. So take the bot scuttle, reset on the spot, and now your eyes should be set on your top camps. Ezreal decides to run a bit forward. That's fine by me. I will take another kill or give it to Draven. That's even easier. Recall on the spot, and now we can go straight for our topside camps. Now, think about how much time has passed. That Viego is probably already at that scuttle, but for some reason, he just isn't. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know where he is. We're going to go for his Raptors because they're up. Turns out he's at the Krug camp. I'm more than happy to take this camp in his face because I'm so strong, I could just brute force it right in front of him. Now, Lee Sin's missing on the map. I'm going to run just in case Lee Sin comes. And I still have camps to get anyway. And go straight to my wolf camp. So we take wolves, go straight to mid, see if we can get this counter gank off. See, I'm just hovering around because I want to go for the grubs. Grubs are spawned, that's fine. And I love taking the 2v2 around the grubs. Unfortunately, my Jace is a bit late to the fight. I get hit by pretty much everything under the sun. And Lee Sin lands that absolutely sniper Q on me. So I go down for my first death. That's alright, it's a 2-for-1. And we got the first grub as well. So we can play straight into the grub respawn when we want it. Or we can go straight for the Raptors. Either way, good play. Now, you notice I didn't go the Tiamat. I'm actually a big fan of just going the AD items instead of going for the Tiamat. I think it works with my playstyle better, but it might not work for your playstyle. If you like running Tiamat, just run the whole thing. Now, because I'm level 6, I feel significantly more confident in taking this fight. And I also have Ghost up to be able to dodge stuff. Now, his jungle is actually just spawned as well, so keep your eye on that. There's always the opportunity to invade. We take the blue, and we're going to run straight to his top side jungle. We're going to ping back our bot side, because we know Viego's probably bot side, and then look at what happens. He comes to deal with me. He wants that camp. He can have it. I'd rather put him low because his red's up, and then he can't contest his red, and I get the better camp. Now, because I'm taking his red, where do you think he's going to go? Of course, he's going to go for my red. So you always want to make sure you ping back. If you're in the enemy side of the jungle, ping back your side of that exact same place in your jungle. And look at that. I asked my team to ward my red earlier. They put a ward up. Viego shows his face, and he gets absolutely destroyed by my Draven. Now, we're so close to getting Stridebreaker. When you're in this position and the only thing you can get is components, that's fine. We're so close to it anyway. I try to avoid going for Krugs unless I'm starting at Krugs. I find it just takes you too much out of the fight if you try to go for Krugs too early and on your resets. But I'm okay with that. If I had reset and gone straight for Krugs, it's different. But going from base to Raptors to Krugs means I have to go bot side, and I don't like that. I'm going to go straight for this top scuttle. You can see that the grubs are spawning soon as well. Viego wants to 1v1, and I would gladly take him in a 1v1. That means his Krugs are up soon. We take his Krugs, and after we take his Krugs, you know what we're going to do. Go straight to those Raptors. Now, obviously, we're massive. I'm happy to take the 2v1 here. Absolutely insane play. The biggest MVP was actually the jungle item in that fight because it was healing me throughout the entire time because it was attacking the jungle monsters. Absolutely perfect gameplay so far. We're going to take the grubs straight to our top side camps. Remember, we don't have to commit to it. Ghouls are on it. That's all we need to do. Just recall on the spot. Now, you can see I like to start my clear at the Raptors. I find it to be by far the best. Go straight for the dragon when we can. And look, we can just get our ghouls to solo it. We don't need to do anything else. Ghouls will take the entire dragon. Easy peasy. And just before the conclusion of the game, we'll pick up this last little assist here on the Lee Sin. Great little catch there, and then the surrender vote comes in. So thanks so much, boys, for watching. I appreciate everything you guys do for me. Hit that like button, hit that sub button if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next video. See you all later.